It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seahawks and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. So good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Here we are, week 2 of the season. Greg, everybody has that hope. Let's get off to a good start. Well, these teams lost the opener. Now, a bit of pressure here in week 2.
Yeah, it really comes down to, Mike, it's a super simple concept. You just want to feel the sensation of winning. Just get your first win. Of course, they would have loved to start out week 1 in the win column, but now here you are, 2 winless teams, and it is just as simple as we want to walk in the building on Monday and check that win total off and catch our breath. Well, they got an opportunity here in week 2 to do just that, and 2 teams that both want to get a win. It's going to be a great one.
Throwing right away is Allen. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. It's the safety, Julian Love.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
Oh. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross.
Still first down.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front.
Offense. Still first down.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion over Metcalf. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That his first touchdown of the new year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great... offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Now it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Throwing again. It's Allen. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. To throw again, it's Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Cyber's extra point is true. And the Bills will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown and time for the kickoff. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still first down.
He'll drop to throw. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Bills' offense make their way out to take over once more. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. They'll look to pick up the pace. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a...
The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Now, faking the give. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The tight end, Fant, in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy. But if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Here's Cook. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. Under pressure and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 2.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Look out! What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish.
And he'll take it on in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. For the point after. He's got it. And the Bills are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And in motion is Brown. Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
The tight end Fant in motion. They'll look to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it just past their 25.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion over Metcalf. Here's Walker. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. The question now, will the play stand?
Still 1st down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
They'll motion over Metcalf. A run up the middle with Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Now a 3rd and 2. The tight end, Fant, in motion. We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here. His ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. They'll motion over Metcalf. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Here's a run. And it'll be brought down at the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll throw out of the gun. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Cooper going in motion.
That's it.
Now Allen on 1st down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Go.
Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Go.
Now it's Allen. He's going to keep it himself. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the
He is in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Bills move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And this is going to be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. On third down, they go with Cook. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw. Metcalf with the grab. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now, Walker. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And here we go, 4th and inches. They'll try it now with Cook. And he will have the Seahawks first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
First down, Seahawks.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Gets there. Down he goes. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. Now remember, all scoring
Previous play is under review.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Next to score, Seahawks 24, Bills 21.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play action. It's Allen. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A final shot now for Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.